Hello, learners. I am Parikshit Saikia, and welcome to this very special episode on the 99 Percentile Club. In today's session, we are going to discuss some XAT decision-making caselets which deal with managerial issues. Remember, this aspect, managerial issues, is a very commonly tested area in the XAT. And today's questions gonna test you and gonna give you a very good practice overview, right? Practice questions on this very important aspect of the XAT decision making. The beauty of the XAT decision making is with minimum effort, you can easily score a 98, 99 percentile. It's just about putting in some thoughts, putting in a bit of effort, and trust me, with minimum effort, maximum score can be obtained in this section of the XAT. So let's get started straight away. Okay, first things first, we in Unacademy are really proud of our learners. 60 plus learners have scored 99 percentile in CAT 2022 and 100 plus learners have scored 98 plus percentiles. This is a great achievement. Yes, these are our list of toppers. And yeah, we are launching a new batch on January 5th. It's called the Zero to Zenith batch, right? So if you wish to be a part of this batch, subscribe on Unacademy Plus. And remember, we have a exclusive Christmas offer running, which ends tonight, December 26th. On this date, I mean, if you subscribe within December 26th, you get flat 25% off on the subscription price. Flat 25% off. That's a huge number, right? Okay, let's get started with today's session. Okay, all questions today relate to some amazing managerial dilemmas, right? Okay, let's start. The first case then. These are all questions from past year XAT papers or questions from XAT mock papers. Okay, let's start with the first one. As a newly started organization in the IT sector, Saksha IT is a fast growing 400 employee organization. Its head, Saksha Kumar, believes in building an organization driven by humility. So, what are they saying? They are saying that there is an organization which is really growing fast, and the owner believes in the in what, in humility. So he wants to create an organization which is driven by humility. What is humility? Humility means, what is the meaning of humility? Humility means down to earth, very humble, down to earth, right? So you want to create an organization which is very down to earth organization and a very humble an organization filled with humble people. Question is, which of the following policies would best help him achieve that? Okay, so you got to select the best options among the five. Let's look at the options. Option A, employees shall in their annual evaluation form be asked to acknowledge three of their shortcomings, overcoming which will make them better. Now think about it. Where do you mention your shortcomings? In your annual evaluation form. And if you're able to overcome them, if you're able to overcome them, that might make you a better person. Now think about it. Let's say you are in this organization and someone says, you know what, in your annual evaluation form, mention your weaknesses and how you are going to overcome them. Do you think I'm actually going to mention my correct weaknesses? Do you think I will actually be truthful if this scenario were to arise? This is impractical, right? Think about it. Evaluation form determines your ratings in an organization, right? It's an evaluation. Someone is going to evaluate you on the basis of what you write. So if someone is going to evaluate you on the basis of what you write, people will not be humble. People will not be truthful, because of which an organization which strives to be humble, but how? But making use of the annual evaluation process, that will not work. Option A is not yours. Option B, employees shall be asked to share with their peers three shortcomings they had noticed about their peers. Look at option B. You want an organization where people are down to earth. Do you think an organization can achieve that if one person starts talking about the shortcoming of another person? Think about it. If someone tells you about your shortcomings, you feel bad, right? So don't you think telling shortcomings of others rather than my own self does not help, right? So option B definitely does not help because it says it talks about shortcomings of others. It talks about shortcomings of others, which is definitely not the case here. Hello, Mukul. Good evening. I see people commenting on YouTube. Good evening. Option C. The immediate supervisors would suggest three shortcomings their subordinates have to work on in a given period. Again, the same logic. Supervisors pointing out your mistakes. Supervisors pointing out your shortcomings. Do you think that it would work? If supervisors mention your shortcomings, do you think it would work? No. This would not make an organization humble. Option C is also not your answer. Option 4. Everyone beginning with Saksha, remember Saksha is the head, shall be asked to share three of their weaknesses in a public forum. Now, D doesn't look very bad. You are sharing your own weaknesses in a public forum. Okay, it doesn't look very bad. Might be an answer. I'm not going to eliminate. I'm not going to say this is the answer unless I look at the last option. Option E. Employees shall be asked to overcome three shortcomings in the following year. Improvement, if noticed, would attract rewards. Now, among D and E, both are saying employees themselves will talk about their shortcomings. But the difference is in E, there is a benefit. What is the benefit associated? If improvement is observed, the organization is going to reward you. Now, think about it. An organization driven by humility doesn't expect anything in return. If I'm humble, if I'm driven by humility, I do something out of my own wish. I do something because I believe it is the best, not because I want to get rewards. Don't you think so? Yes. So if you want to be humble, if you want to be driven by humility, your actions will not be dictated based on expectations of rewards. So obviously, among D and E, E does not seem to fit the bill. Why? Because E says we are giving you rewards. And if we are giving you rewards, that's not because you are humble, probably because you are selfish. You want those rewards, that's why you are pretending to be humble. Hence, option E cannot be your answer. After eliminating all the options, answer is option B. Answer is option B. Are we clear on this? It's a very important class. So please make sure that you understand. If you don't understand something, you have a doubt, feel free to ask. Are we clear on this? Any doubt in this? Clear? Clear? Yes, absolutely. कोई बोल रहा है चैट पे काम करना है फल की चिंता नहीं करनी है. Absolutely. That's you have summed up very nicely. That's what I'm trying to say. Correct. Chalo, let's go to the next one. Okay. Point number two. Number two. I'll give you, I think I should give you at least a couple of minutes. I should give you at least a couple of minutes to read it, at least read it, and then we do it together. And then we do it together. You mark the answer, whatever answer you get, mark it, okay? And then we'll do it together. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Once you get the answer, please type the answer in the comment section. Please type the answer in the comment section once you get the answer. Okay? Take your time, read it. Please understand what is it trying to say and then mark the answer, okay? Try karo. And then we'll do it together. These are all questions from XAT past year papers, by the way. All questions. This question is from a XAT past year paper. XAT past year paper, okay? Give it a try. XAT previous year question. You get the answer, you type the answer. I'm looking at the comment section. Okay, I see people are already commenting. People are already commenting. Some of you are already saying answer is option C. Some of you are saying answer is option C. I don't know if that's the answer. Anyone else with a different viewpoint? Anyone else who thinks it's a different answer? Some of you are saying it's option C. We'll see. I don't know. I'll not tell you now. But any other answer that you think could be correct here? Any other answer? Okay. Let's look at it together. Let's look at it together. Okay. Principal Maheshwari of BINK School of Management. Okay, someone is saying option D. Okay, so I see people marking option C, people marking option D. Okay, interesting. Any other answer? Any other answer? Okay, let's do it together. Principal Maheshwari of BINK School of Management is facing a problem that calls for quick action. She received an anonymous mail one day. What is the meaning of anonymous? Anonymous means a mail where the identity is not revealed. Who has written the mail? That person has not given his name. So the mail is anonymous, right? Possibly from one of the students complaining about outdated syllabus, mediocre teachers, and poor choice of courses on offer. So, which of the following is the best course of action available to the principal? So, the question is all about a principal receives an anonymous email which says that the teachers are very mediocre, syllabus is outdated, and the courses that you are offering are not up to date. So, what should the principal do among the five options? Okay, let's look at it. I see people marking options C and D in the comments, but let's look at all the options. Option A, she should invite students to discuss any problem openly, one or in small groups, promise to act on them, but firmly condemn the culture of anonymous mails. Now think about it. If you condemn the culture of anonymous mails, students might not speak up. You know what? This is called whistleblower in companies. If someone is actually afraid to reveal his identity, he will not reveal his identity. He can rather be a whistleblower and tell what is wrong within the company. That's perfectly legal. Why? Because if some of you, like probably me and probably you, if I ask you to discuss something in a give me a feedback, but that's an anonymous feedback. I don't know who has given what feedback. Most of you will give me an honest feedback. But if I ask you to mention your name against the feedback, some of you might not be very comfortable writing a bad feedback, right? Good feedbacks, you'll proudly give your names, but bad feedbacks, think about it. You are not very comfortable putting your names. So condemning a culture of anonymous mails, no, doesn't work. Doesn't work if you are a manager. Option A doesn't work. Okay, Rahul is also saying option B. We'll check. Option B. She should update the students about the efforts the institute is taking in sprucing up the syllabus. Sprucing up means improving the syllabus, hiring talented faculty, etc., but make no reference to the letter. Looks okay, not a bad option. You will update the students about the effort the institute is taking, but don't talk anything about the letter. Fine, we will check if B can be correct. I'm not ruling it out at this point of time. Option C, she should convey a meeting of the faculty at the earliest and get them to work on updating the syllabus and also arrange a faculty development program, but keep mum about the letter. Not a bad option. I would say not a bad option. Looks feasible. We'll come back. We'll see if this can be an answer. D. She should convey a meeting of the faculty and talk about the letter as a symptom of deeper malaise. Think about it. Malaise means you are criticizing it. You are criticizing the letter. You are saying the letter is a symptom of something wrong that is happening in this college, in this school. Right? But is that the case? No, right? If a student is not very comfortable revealing his identity, he won't. You should not criticize the letter as a symptom of deeper malaise. Hence, option D definitely is not your answer because it criticizes the contents of the letter and looks at it as a symptom of deeper malaise. D definitely is not your answer. E, she should ignore the letter and not think about it all. No, as a manager, you never do that. If there's a problem as a manager, your duty is to resolve the problem. E can never be an answer. So in the XAT, many a times you will be able to eliminate three options in decision making. You'll be left with two, one of them will be an answer. So here I see people are marking C, but let's look B and see. Say, kaun sa better hai, right? B again, she should update the students about the efforts the institute is taking in improving the syllabus, hiring talented faculty, but make no reference to the letter. Okay. And C is saying she should convene a meeting of the faculty at the earliest, get them to work on updating the syllabus, and also arrange a faculty development program, but keep mum about the letter. Now think about it. Faculty development program. Don't you think it is too early? As a principal, first you got to verify the contents of the letter. Someone is complaining that the teachers are mediocre, but isn't it your duty to go back and check if what is being written in the letter is actually factual, is actually correct? Right. So you need to go back and do your homework. After that, only you get on working on probably even arranging a faculty development program. Because unless you understand what exactly is the issue, you should not be going at and moving so fast. Option C, therefore, is not the best answer. Can be ruled out. Answer is option B. You update the students about the efforts the institute is taking, but make no reference to the letter. Why no reference to the letter? Because remember, the letter is anonymous. The person who wrote the letter doesn't want his identity to be revealed. So if you say someone has written an anonymous letter, there will be gossips all around. People will start guessing who has written the letter, which the person who has written the letter never wants. So make no reference to the letter, but talk to the institute about the efforts the institute is taking. Something like, you know what, I think the students might be facing some problem in the syllabus, some problem in understanding from the teachers, and we as the management of the school is trying our best to take efforts. I formed a committee, something like that, right? But B is your best answer compared to C. Answer is option B. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt in this that you all have and wish to ask? Clear? Is this clear? Clear? Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 3. Third one on your screen. Take couple of minutes, try to get an answer, and then we'll do it together. Take couple of minutes, try to get an answer, and then we do it together. This is also a XAT previous year question. XAT previous year question, and this is also, I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes, try to get me an answer. Try to get me an answer. 2 minutes, all yours. Very interesting question. Very, very interesting question. I hope you'll get the answer. It's not difficult. It's definitely not difficult. Definitely not difficult. Once you get the answer, please type the answer. I'm looking at my YouTube comments. If you get the answer, please type your answer, okay? It's not a difficult one. Not a difficult one. Understand the question, think about it, then look for the options. Read the question carefully, and you get the answer, then hit the poll. Anyone who's getting the answers? Okay. I don't see any answers till now. Okay, I see someone marking the answer as option C. Okay, we will check. We will check. Any other answer? Any other answer? Rahul has mentioned it to be option C. Okay. Saurav is saying option A. Okay. Mukul is saying option A. Okay. Any other answer? Dhruvil is saying wait. Okay. Dhruvil is saying wait. Okay. Another 10 seconds, not 15 seconds, not more than that. Not more than that. 15 seconds, not more than that, please. Any other answer? I see some of you mark C, some of you mark A, but I think fine. Let's do it together in the interest of time. Let's do this together. Please concentrate. Gonna be my turn. Over the last years, Bank of Bharat has seen the number of its retail customers accounts drop by over 40%. Okay. Over the same period, the share price of Bank of Bharat has increased by more than 80%. This amazed a few investors who believe that a bank share price should drop if the number of its customers drops. Which of the following, if true, over the last years, best accounts for the observed movement in the price of Bank of Bharat's equity shares? Now, don't read the option. Once you finish reading, right, try to think it. Try to summarize it. Please do some pre-thinking. It's very essential. Don't look at the options. So what is the state paragraph saying? Try to summarize it. There is a bank whose number of retail customers have been decreasing year after year. In fact, it decreased by over 40%. But you know what the irony is? The irony is the share price of the bank has been increasing. So this is very surprising. Why? Because number of retail customers are decreasing, but the share price is increasing. That's very surprising. Question is asking, which of the following can explain the reason for this peculiar behavior? What is this peculiar behavior? Price of the bank is increasing, but the number of retail customers is decreasing. What explains this anomaly is the question. Yes, I hope you all get the question. So now Dhruvir is saying option A, Ria is saying option C. Okay, let's check this. Okay, none of you have, people have marked option A and C, right? People have marked option A and C. None of you have marked option B, C, D. So what you have not marked, I'm going to read that first. Option B, the bank recently implemented a highly publicized program for free home loans. So you know what? Share price is increasing. So something good must be happening, right? Think about it. What would be an answer? An answer would be the one option which talks something good about the bank. Why? Price is increasing despite the fact that retail customers have been decreasing. Option B talks about a good thing. But the problem is it doesn't say that the program is good. It doesn't say that the program is efficient. It doesn't say the program is innovative. Rather, what it is saying, it is a publicized program. They have marketed it very well. So by no means B can be an answer, because B doesn't say that the program is good. It only says publicized program. And just because something publicity is good will not lead to an increase in share price. What about option D? There have been many new banks which have entered retail banking business over the last 5 years. D is actually a bad thing for this particular bank, right? Share price is increasing, so something good must be happening. D, what is it saying? It is saying there are a lot of competitors who have entered the market, hence the number of retail customers is decreasing. It's actually a cause of concern, cause of worry, don't you think? So D will not be an answer because it doesn't say anything good about the bank. So D cannot be an answer. What about E? The bank is known to be the best playmate in the industry, very generic. Remember, anything which is very, very, very generic can never be an answer in the ZAT. So in the ZAT, whenever you look at an option, it has to be very specific. Anything which is generic is never an answer. So among the options, we have A and C. So Saurav is saying option B must mean that customer has increased, but we have reducing customer base. Absolutely. I mean, B cannot be the answer because just a publicized program. And free home loan is actually bad for the cash flow. Ria is using economics, and Ria is also correct. Perfect. Now, among A and C, which do you think would be an answer? Among A and C, which do you think would be an answer? Look at A. 2 years ago, Securities and Exchange Bank started an investigation on the bank for irregularities. Started an investigation on the bank for accounting irregularities. But last year, the company was cleared of all charges. If you are reading option 1 carefully, let's say this is year 1 and this is year 2, you know what? Initially, last year only, the bank was cleared of all charges. Matlab, last year, right? Let's say 2 years ka baat ho raha hai. At some point, this price will go up. Pehle ye decrease hota. Why? Because someone started an investigation. So the prices would have fallen 2 years before when the investigation started. And just last year, the prices would have increased because the bank was cleared of all charges. So fall and then increase. But if you look at the passage, it is saying over the last years, it is using approval. Bank has seen customer accounts drop. But in the last years, over the same period, over the last few years, share price has been increasing. So their paragraph is saying share price of the bank has been increasing over the past few years. But option A, if you think logically, would mean share price first decreasing and then increasing, which is not the case in the passage. Which is not the case in the passage. So would you agree? Option A is also not correct. Option A is also not correct. What is the reason? The reason is option C. That's the correct answer. Why? Bank has been switching its customer base from retail customers to commercial customers, which now accounts for over 75% of the bank's revenue. Who are the retail customers? You and me. Small people like you and me. Who are the commercial customers? Commercial customers are the ones who own probably some company. So obviously, banks would love to have commercial customers. Why? Because they deal with big money. You and I have small salaries, probably small salary, but these commercial customers, they might be dealing with hundreds and thousands of crores. So for the bank, if they have more of commercial customers like the Mukesh Ambanis, like the Ambanis, the Tatas, the right, they will be much happy compared to having you and me on as their customers, right? And that is why, even though clearly the passage says, even though retail customers have been dropping, share price is increasing. Why? Because the reason is retail customers are being moved out and commercial customers are taking their place, which is a very good thing for the bank. Answer is option C. Answer is option C. Do you all get your mistake? I only saw, I think only Rahul gave me option C as the answer and Ria gave me option C as the answer, but पहले बाकी लोगों ने कोई दूसरा option दिया था. Are we clear on this? Any doubt in this? See, think logically. You need to think logically. If you think logically, these are very easy things. Yes? Clear? Chalo. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 4 on your screen. Take 2 minutes and try to get me an answer. Take 2 minutes. This is also a XAT previous year question. XAT previous year question, okay? And I give you 2 minutes. XAT previous year question and I'll give you 2 minutes. Try to get me an answer. Once you get it, please type it in the comments, okay? Try to get an answer. You get it, you type it in the poll. Looking at the comments, read it carefully, okay? Remember, it's a 3-step process. Once you read it, summarize it in your own words. Very important. Summarize. Don't look at the options. Summarize it in your own words. Then eliminate options. Whatever is left behind will be an answer. So don't forget the steps. Summarize, then eliminate options, and then you get the answer. So do not skip the summary part. Because if you don't summarize, many a times you get a wrong answer. So read it very carefully. Okay. Saurav tells me option A. Fine. Gotta check if that's the correct answer. Any other answer? Rahul is also telling me option A. Fine. I'll wait for another 20 seconds before I start solving. Any other answer? Any other answer? Even Mukul tells me option A. Ria tells me option A. क्या बात है? सबको option A. Any other answer? Any other answer? Okay. I think we'll do it together now. I think we'll do it together now. Let's start. Let's start. Gastric, please concentrate. My turn. Okay. Okay. Finally, we have a different answer. Druvil tells me it's option D. Okay. Druvil is telling option D. So till now, I have got 2 answers. Some of you have said option A. Some of you have said option D. Fine. I have got 2 answers still. Fine. Let's start then. Gastric bypass surgery has been shown to be effective at helping extremely obese people lose weight. Obese means someone who's a bit fat, right? Fat. Extremely fat people lose weight. Some patients have lost as much as 300 pounds after undergoing the surgery, thereby substantially prolonging their lives. Prolonging means extending their lives. Despite the success of the treatment, most doctors have not embraced the surgery. Okay. Which of the following statements, if true, best accounts for the lukewarm means muted, not very exciting, right? Bad, poor reaction of the medical community to gastric bypass surgery? Now, you have to summarize it. Don't look at it, right? Don't look at the passage, but try to summarize it in your mind. What is it saying? It is talking about a treatment, right? That treatment helps to reduce weight. And how much weight? A lot. They're saying something up to 300 pounds, right? So, very successful. Despite all the success, doctors do not recommend this surgery, right? And the question is asking, what could be the reason that despite the surgery helping people to lose weight, doctors are not suggesting or not advising this particular surgery? I haven't looked at the options, but think about the answer. I'm going to pre-think the answer. Answer is something that, you know what, doctors have not advised because the surgery might be having some risk. That's my pre-thought. Why? Something bad must be associated with the surgery. That is why doctors, despite all the success, have not advised this surgery, right, to many of us, right? So that will be an answer. Something which talks bad, something which talks about the risk involved with the surgery, got to be an answer. Let's look at the options. I'll come to A and D later. People have marked A and D. I'll go to B, C, and E first. B. Obesity is one of the leading contributors to heart disease and hypertension, two leading causes of death. Not an answer. Remember, the question is, why are doctors not recommending this surgery? So your option got to talk about the surgery, but the option B talks about obesity. No, we are not interested in obesity. We are talking about that particular surgery, the gastric bypass surgery. We need to hear about gastric bypass surgery. Option C. Incidences of obesity among the Indian urban middle class population have been increasingly for the last 3 decades. Again, nothing. It talks nothing about the surgery. It talks nothing about the treatment. C also cannot be an answer. What about E? Most health insurance plans will cover the cost of gastric bypass surgery or morbidly obese patients at high risk of heart disease. Remember, they are saying insurance plans are covering the cost of the surgery, which is a good thing. Your question was, why are doctors not recommending the surgery? So obviously something bad you should be looking at. Option E is talking about a good thing. Insurance players are also reimbursing the cost, which is a good thing. E doesn't talk about the bad thing about the surgery. Cannot be yours. Among A and D, one of them will be an answer. Let's look at D. Many patients report that losing weight through diets is ineffective since they usually gain the weight back within 6 months. Option D is talking about an alternate process of losing weight. What is that alternate process? Diets. But it tells you that the alternate method is ineffective. Think about it. If someone tells you an alternate method and is telling you that the alternate method is ineffective, that means the current surgery is all the more important. Why? Because alternate methods are ineffective. So D is actually talking something good about the surgery. It is telling you why the surgery is required. Why? Because it tells you other methods are ineffective. If other methods are ineffective, maybe I don't have a choice. But apne ko, we need a bad thing about the surgery. Option D is actually talking about something else, another alternative, and it says that alternative doesn't work. D also cannot be an answer. What will be the answer? A is the answer. Why? Gastric bypass surgery carries a high risk of serious complications, including death. Oh, it talks about something bad. It talks about the risk involved, and that is why doctors have yet not recommended this surgery to many people. Answer is option E. Answer is option E. Are we clear on this? Are we clear? You see, the thought process is very, very, very important. Answer is not important. Thought process, the way I'm thinking, the way I'm making you think, the way I'm making you summarize, the way I'm making you eliminate the options, that's important. Are we clear? Clear? Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Another one from the XAT past year papers. Another one from the XAT past year papers. XAT previous year question. Try to get me an answer. I'll give you 2 minutes. XAT previous year question. 2 minutes. Get me an answer for this. You get the answer, you type the answer in the comment section. Very important thought process. Okay, I see Saurav is saying option A. Okay, I see some people marking option A, so we'll just keep a note. Some of you are saying option A. Okay, go on. I still give you another 1 minute. What are the other options that you all have got? Some of you are saying option A. We'll check. I don't know what's the answer. We'll have to check. Summarize it. Read the passage, summarize it. Okay, do not skip summarizing. That summary part is very important. It helps you to rephrase whatever you have read. After summarizing, only then go to the question. Ria is also saying option A. Okay. So I see some of you have marked option A. Any other answer? Any other answer that you think fits? Any other option that you think fits? Any other option? Getting it? Okay. I think I will start solving in the interest of time. I'm still looking at my YouTube comments. If there is any other option that you feel could be an answer for this. Okay, fine. Let's read the question. Let's read the paragraph. Okay, let's read it together. Kamal Chinnappa, Vimal Rao, Ganesh Krishan, and Dinesh Kumar own a saloon each on the Babel Street. Okay, even Dhruvil is saying option A. We'll check. They are the only hairdressers on that street. Okay, so there are 4 of them. Each of them offered 3 services: viz, haircut, shaving, and hair dye. Okay. One evening, all 4 of them met in a nearby tea stall and agreed to charge rupees 100 for any of the 3 services: haircut, shaving, and hair dye on weekdays. They also agreed to increase this rate to 115 on weekends and holidays. All verbally decided to implement the agreement. I'm not going to read the question. I'm going to summarize it now. So you don't have to go to the details while summarizing. Can I remember the names while summarizing? No. Just mota moti, high level, you should be able to summarize. So what is the story all about? 4 barbers are there in the same street. So one day they decide that they will, all of them will charge the same amount for the services that they offer. What are the services? Haircut, shaving, and hair dye. So they fixed a price, 100 rupees Monday to Friday and 115 rupees weekends pay. And all of them verbally agreed to adhere to this agreement, right? That is the summary of the passage. Summary of the passage. Let's look at the question now. The following day, Kamal, being the most competent hairdresser on the street, competent matlab probably the best one, right? The best one, the most trained, skilled hairdresser, was contemplating charging higher than agreed upon price. Which of the following would enable him to charge more with minimum violation of the agreement? So again, trying to rephrase the question. One hairdresser who thinks he's the best wants to charge more. How can he do that without violating the agreement? What agreement? The verbal agreement, right? Okay, people have marked option A. We will look at option A the last. Let's look at the other options. He should open another shop on the same street and charge 150. Remember, the agreement is on the services. Remember, what are they saying? They agree to surcharge the same amount on what? On the services that they offer. So whether you have one shop or whether you have 10 shops, doesn't matter. You agree to surcharge the same amount for the services that you offer. But B is saying just the opposite. Open a new shop, but still the condition would apply, right? The agreement would apply. Why? Because the agreement is on the basis of the services provided. So option B cannot be answered. C, he should charge 130 for those wanting to jump the queue. Again, you're violating the agreement. The agreement clearly says you're going to charge the same rate for the services. And if you violate the queue, someone is violating the queue, jumping the queue, and you charge him more for the same services, that's a violation of the agreement. Option C cannot be answered. Option D, he should charge 115 for a service to a particular customer and give the next service fee free. Again, a problem. What is the problem? The problem is 115 तुम पैसा ले रहे हो, 115 रुपया पैसा ले रहे हो, लेकिन अगला सर्विस फ्री दे रहे हो. You cannot do that. Why? The agreement is clearly saying you're going to charge a specific amount for the 3 services. So if you're charging a specific amount for the services, you cannot give them anything free. D also will be a violation of the agreement. E, he should open his shop 2 hours before others and close it 2 hours after. Again, the agreement is not on the basis of a time. It doesn't say that the agreement will be applicable from morning 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. only. Does it say that? No. So agreement is not even on the basis of the time. Option E also cannot be answered. Answer is option A. Why? He should introduce a new and specialized service at 1:30. Remember, the question clearly tells you what? That they agree to charge 100 rupee for any of the 3 services. Can you see? Any of the 3 services. So that fixed amount is for the services. So if you introduce another service, you can charge them a differential rate and you are not violating the agreement. Answer is option A. देखो many a times जो आंसर होगा ना वो छुपा होगा तुम्हारा पैसेज में ही. So it's very important that you understand the passage well before you start solving. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Yes? Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 6. 1 minute. 1 minute is the same passage but a different question altogether. 1 minute, same passage but a different question altogether. This is also from a XAT past year paper. This is also from a XAT past year paper. देख लो. If you're getting the answer, let me know. Whatever answer you get, please type it in the comment section. Okay, I see Saurav is saying option E. Rahul is saying option E. Okay, some of you are saying option E. We'll check. Any other answer? Any other answer? Any other answer? Mukul is also saying option E. Okay, gonna check. Okay, any other answer? No one else with a different thought. I am marking. यहाँ पे मैं indicate करा what people are saying. People are saying option E. Whether correct or wrong, we don't know. We'll check. Any other answer? Any other answer? Dhruvil is saying B or A. Dhruvil, एक को लेना पड़ेगा, right? You can't take 2 options. You have to mark only 1 option. Dhruvil is saying B or A, but remember 2 options not allowed. You have to give me 1 answer. So shall we do it together in the interest of time? Any other answer? Someone who has a different answer apart from E. I see some people marking E, but any other answer? Dhruvil is saying B or E. Okay. Ria is saying option E as well. Fine. Okay, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Okay, passage I have already read. So let's look at the question directly. Vimal relies heavily on a bunch of loyal customers. He is concerned about retaining them. Which of the following options should he choose if he does not want to violate the agreement? So remember, one of the shopkeepers has some loyal customers. So he wants to retain those loyal customers, but he cannot violate the agreement. So what should he do? So what should he do? Remember, the question is asking you two things. What are the two things the question is asking you? First thing, retain loyal customers. Retain loyal customers. That's the objective number one. And objective number two, no violation of agreement. No violation of agreement. So any answer option which fulfills both these objectives will be your answer. Which fulfills both these objectives will be your answer. Let's start. He should charge differential rates. The moment you charge differential rates, you are violating the agreement. Remember, the agreement clearly says no matter who is the customer, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, or me, you are going to charge them 100 rupees for any of the services, haircut, shaving, and hair dye. So you can't be charging differential rates to loyal customers. That would be a violation of the agreement. Option A is incorrect. B, he should charge the loyal customers lower. Can you do that? Looks very nice when you read it. Oh, you are being able to retain the loyal customers. But what about the other problem statement? The other problem statement was you should not violate the agreement. Moment you charge someone lower, you are violating the agreement. Option B is incorrect. C, he should make third visit free for his loyal customers. Moment you make it zero, third visit, you are not charging them anything. Remember, you're violating the agreement. Why? The agreement clearly says 100 rupees on weekdays for the three services. Whether it is third, 10 to 100 visit, doesn't matter. 100 rupees. So if you make the visit free, it's a violation of the agreement. What about D? He should charge all the agreed upon price. Now I'm surprised none of you told me option D is the answer. But D and E may say, E is saying he should allow his loyal customers to jump the queue. D looks very nice. He should charge all the agreed upon customer. Meaning, no violation of the agreement. The agreement is not being violated by option D. But option D does not help you to retain the loyal customers. Remember, there are two objectives: retaining loyal customers and then not violating the agreement. D doesn't violate the agreement, but it is not doing anything to retain the loyal customers. Hence, option D also cannot be your answer. The answer is option E. He should allow his loyal customers to jump the queue. So, jumping the queue is not a part of the agreement. You jump the queue, but you end up paying the same money. Oh, awesome. You know what? You're helping retain the loyal customers because they're going to save time, and you're not violating the agreement because the agreement doesn't talk about why jumping the queue should not be allowed. Option A is the perfect answer. Good. Many of you got this correct. Perfect. Good. You are improving. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt? Any doubt in this? Are we clear? Can I go to the next one? John explain. Shall we go to the next one? Okay. Let's target the next one. Okay. Let's target the next one. XAT previous year questions and 2 minutes. XAT previous year question and I'll give you 2 minutes. XAT previous year question and 2 minutes. Waiting. You get the answer, you type the answer. You get the answer. Please type it in the comments. Okay. Dhruvid is saying option D. Saurabh is saying option D. Okay. Rahul is also saying option D. Okay. We'll check. We'll check. So people are marking option D. Any other answer? Any other answer? People are marking option D. We'll check if that's the correct one or not. We'll check. But any other answer? Any other answer that you all have and wish to point out? Okay. Rahul, Mukul, everyone is saying one option, which is option D. Can anything else be an answer here? Any other answer? I'm still looking at my comments, checking if there is any other answer that any of you feel could be the right answer. Okay. I think we will do it together. I think we will do it together. Let's start. The city of Yashmun is served. Please concentrate. It's going to be my turn. The city of Yashmun is served by licensed taxis operating on officially sanctioned meter rates and driven by licensed drivers who do not own the taxis but pay a monthly rent to the taxi owners. Okay. Sailas Nair, the mayor of Yashmun, perceived means believes, that most of these taxis do not offer sufficient comfort and safety to passengers. The mayor wants the owners and drivers to take care about comfort. I'm not going to read the answer options. Obviously, why? Because I want to summarize it first. Pre-think, summarize. So again, summarize. When you summarize, the details are not important, but overall, मोटा मोटी तुमको आ जाना चाहिए बोल क्या रहा है, right? Okay. So I see people are saying I can't justify why it won't be B. Okay. Ria is saying, Mukul is saying E can also be a good option. Mukul is saying B is very general. Okay, we'll check. Now think about it. What is the passage I'm trying to summarize? Summary is there is a city. I don't know the name of the city. I can't recall. There's a city where you have drivers driving taxis. These drivers, they don't own the taxis, but you know what? They actually pay a monthly amount to the owners. Now, the mayor of that city feels that these taxis which run in the city do not provide sufficient comfort and safety, right? So, the mayor wants the drivers and owners to care about comfort. Question is, which of the following decisions, if taken, is most likely to increase the comfort level? So, remember, do not lose sight of the question. Question is saying, what should the mayor do so as to increase comfort level of passengers? Okay, I see people have doubts between D, B, and E. People have doubts between D, B, and E. Okay, they have marked D, B, and E. Since none of you have marked A and C, let's talk about A and C first. A, the mayor issues a guideline that taxis will be randomly inspected by the police for the comfort level. So think about it. Police will inspect them. But is there a way for police to determine the comfort level? Don't you think this is very subjective? You are asking the police to see how much comfort are the taxis. But that is very subjective. One police might feel that something is comfortable, another police might feel it is not comfortable. And again, you are passing on the buck to the police, and this will be a chaos because imagine thousands and thousands of taxis are there. How long and how many of them can actually be inspected by the police? Option A is definitely not feasible and definitely not the best option. Cannot be yours. What about C? The mayor introduces licensing of air-conditioned taxis, which can charge increased rate to rich customers. Remember, increase rates to rich customers. If I book an Ola, is there a way for Ola to know whether I'm rich or poor? Right. How will a taxi determine, how will a taxi driver or a taxi owner determine if the passenger is rich or poor? And will the increased rates be applicable to him or the normal rates be applicable to him? C is not even feasible. Plus, C talks only about the rich customers. Question is not about the rich customers. Question is comfort level for all passengers. So how can the answer option talk only and only about the rich customers? That can never be your answer. C also cannot be your answer. C also cannot be your answer. So A and C ruled out. A and C ruled out, right? Let's look at the other options. Number E, the mayor permits doubling metered rates, which will ensure enhanced income for owners to invest in greater comfort. Now think about it. If you double your rates, tomorrow if Ola comes up and tells you, you know what, we are doubling our fares. Why? Because we want to give you more comfort. Probably we want to introduce a TV in the taxi. We want to ensure that the seat covers are very premium. But you know what? We are going to double our rates. Don't you think, do you think it will work by any chance? Do you think it will work by any chance? No, right? People will not be ready to be paying more just because someone is saying comfort level will be increased, and that too you are simply doubling the rates. Not allowed. E is also not feasible, cannot be yours. Someone is saying, sir, B cannot be because it's just an opinion. It needs to be true for all the taxi owners. Okay, that's what Mohammed says. Let's look at B. B is saying the mayor ensures bank grant driver loans to own cars. Owner-driven cars generally offer greater comfort. I already told you something about this. Anything which is very generic can never be an answer. If I tell you, you know what, Narendra Modi is the best prime minister India ever had, will not be an answer. Why? Because I didn't give you a reason. That's a statement. If I tell you Narendra Modi is the best prime minister and I give you 5 reasons, that's reasoning for you. That's decision making for you. But if I make a blanket statement that Narendra Modi is the best prime minister and I don't give you reasons, that can never ever be an answer in the XAT. Option B simply is telling you owner-driven cars offer greater comfort. How? Why? There should be a reasoning to that, to justify that. You cannot take a statement on face value in the XAT decision making. Not only in this question, for any question. Option B can never ever be your answer. Option B can never ever be your answer. Bacha kya? D. The mayor introduces a feedback system that records passenger satisfaction with comfort levels. This will affect renewal of annual taxi license. Look at D. It is making it voluntary. It is not saying that the mayor will do something. No. He's simply saying we'll introduce a feedback mechanism. So no increase in fares, passengers are satisfied. Is he forcing the taxi owners to improve comfort? No. He's simply saying I'll introduce a feedback system. But depending on the feedback, you know what? Your license renewal will be affected. Right? Super awesome. The mayor did not do anything forcefully. He just got in a feedback mechanism and no one can oppose a feedback mechanism. D would be the perfect answer in this case. D would be the perfect answer in this case. Okay. So Ria says, but if the mayor is saying it, he's responsible for policy making, I would assume, right? It's mayor's opinions maybe. B, if you are talking about option B, right? In the XAT, we are looking at reasons. We are not looking at statements. If I tell you Unacademy is the best cat coaching institute, that will not be an answer in the XAT. Why? Because it is not giving you reasons. If it gives you reason that Unacademy is the best cat coaching institute because of these 3 reasons, that could be an answer. But if someone just makes a statement, that will never ever be an answer. Owner-driven cars generally offer greater comfort. Is there a basis? But had it said that depending that a survey was done and 90% of the surveyed people said owner-driven cars generally offer greater comfort, there is a reasoning to it. What is the reasoning? The reasoning is the greater comfort is based on a feedback which was done. There is a reason to it. In this case, option B doesn't provide any reason. It's a blanket statement, and blanket statements can never ever be your answer in the XAT. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Yes? Great. I hope you enjoyed the session, right? So let me just remind you of my session timings. Every day, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. till your XAT. Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. We will do the sessions live on YouTube, live on YouTube, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. लाइव। तो ये सेशन कल रात को भी होगा 10 to 11 p.m. जैट का डिसीजन मेकिंग। And tomorrow I am taking a bonus session as well. I will take 2 sessions for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, okay, I am going to take one session in at noon also, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. after दोपहर को okay, only for tomorrow लेकिन रात, and all these sessions I'm going to do different questions. Each of these sessions I'm going to do different questions. So by the time the ZAT comes, you will be super confident about the decision making section. You leave that to me. I will make sure that you improve on it. I'm going to make sure that you solve the best questions. You concentrate on the other areas of the ZAT. Leave the decision making to me and just attend the sessions live. Attending it live helps because you know what? If you have a doubt, you can ask your doubt. That's the best part of it. So every day, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., ZAT decision making will occur live on YouTube. Okay. And every day, new questions. And for tomorrow, Tuesday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., I'm going to take a bonus session also at noon. If you want to have the links of these sessions, you can join my Telegram group, which is mentioned at the bottom of your screen, the Telegram group. You can join this Telegram group. You will get all the links to my sessions. Correct? All the links to my sessions. That's it. Just a reminder, if someone of you is a CAT 2023 aspirant, today is December 26th, and we have a Christmas sale running, which ends today at midnight. So December 26th ko, aaj raat ko, in another 1 hour, this offer ends. And in this offer, you are getting flat 25% off. So if you want a CAT 2023 aspirant and you wish to subscribe to Unacademy, remember to subscribe in the next 1 hour, because after that prices will increase. In the next 1 hour, you'll get 25% discounted prices, and you can use the code Parikshit Live for extra 10% discount. So Parikshit Live code definitely use karna, maximum discount milega. And option B, for those of you who join Plus using the code Parikshit Live, you will also get free mentorship from my side. What is free mentorship? Free mentorship is all about helping you beyond the class hours. So if you join Plus using the code Parikshit Live, at any point of time, you have a doubt, you have a query, you can get in touch with me one-on-one over a call to get your query resolved. But that free mentorship is only available for those of you who join Plus using the code Parikshit. सही है? और जो लोग Unacademy Plus में है, Unacademy Plus में है, Plus में tomorrow morning, I'm just writing it, Plus में tomorrow Tuesday morning 7:30 to 9 a.m. I am also taking a decision making session. तो भर भर के मैं decision making का classes ले रहा हूँ. Unacademy Plus में भी कल एक session ले रहा हूँ सुबह 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. live. So if you have a Plus subscription, you can join me for this session too. We are solving some brilliant questions. So leave decision making to me. Trust me, and I'm going to make sure that you cover every question which is important for the perspective of your exam. Right? Okay. So great. You can join my Telegram group and we can stay connected, and you will get all the links to my sessions. Okay. Chalo. Thank you so much, folks. Hope you enjoyed the session. If you have liked the session, do hit the like button, and I'm going to see you in my next session. Remember, the next session is tomorrow morning 7:30 to 9 is a Plus session, and tomorrow night दो सेशन है. एक रात को 10 से 11 तो डेली होगा, 10 Monday to Friday, और tomorrow 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. also I'll be taking a session. Okay, see you folks. And sir, ऐसे सेम कोई टीचर VRC और क्वान भी करा रहे हैं क्या? Akash, I'm not aware of that. VRC or Quant koi kara raha hai kya? I'm not the correct person to answer that. For me, I can only talk about decision making. Yeah. Chalo. Thank you and happy learning, folks. See you soon. Bye for now.